Okay, where do I begin? This is all background stuff. This is the Nahui U807. Just came today to my buddy's house, courtesy of GearBest. I hate GearBest because they put me on this weird blacklist when I did nothing wrong. But this is a great deal. If you have a remote already, which I have remotes coming out my ears, you can get this at GearBest for about 25 bucks or something. And I think it's a great quad. It seems to be a copy of the Trax Alien something, I guess. But I don't want to spend that. I spent that on the Traxxas 80. So I think this is better. This is also like the WL Toys old, 383, 3 something or other. Great thing. And it's also like the XK, what is that? The XK, oh, that little XK, man, not the 251. But anyway, right next to it, speaking of XK, is a 251. This also came today, a replacement for the other one that I shorted out because I put in the battery backwards, and it's an excellent quad. I love it. Of course, I don't know how to go into the parameters and make it all extreme, but it's really bomb. And if you see this came yesterday, but I got caught in the tree, and I had to get it out the tree, and then getting it out the tree, I broke one of the gears. The sprockets kind of got jammed, so I took a sprocket and a blade off of an old MJX, what is that, the X400, and cool quad, man, you know, 35, 38 bucks, which is really cool. I mean, remember when these things cost like 70, 80 bucks? That's just too much for these little quads, but 30, 40 bucks for a fly around the front yard, fly on the block, play tag with the trees, pretty good. I played tag with the trees with this, but really this is a get out in the field and put your anti-gel balls to the wall. Okay, the reason I started this video, Jesus, Mark, is this is a sneak preview of the K70 Sky Warrior / Tarantula. This is the Tarantula board. This is my very, very bad soldering. This board was done from scratch, and all of the LEDs worked, but the propellers didn't roll. So I guess my soldering needed something to be desired. I will never again try to solder a board from scratch. If anyone can, please let me know, because I will pay you for a few boards. I have an X51 that needs to be soldered from scratch. I have a JGRC X1 that needs to be soldered from scratch, but I will not be doing anything from scratch again. This board was from the K70 Sky Warrior. You can see the difference in size, but we're going to try to make it work. We're going to put the board on this quad. If you've seen the quad that this came out of, you would understand that it was quite a task getting this out, thus the need to solder all the new I'm making a mess of this video, just and I'm sober. Anyway, yo, I deserve some credit just for putting on these little motor connectors. The gauge of the wire is a bit thin, and I'm concerned about that, but you know, these were the only male-female micro connectors I could find that seem to be along the same line as the connectors that come with the Tarantula. These ends here actually did come from a Tarantula, but as you can see, they've kind of seen better days, so I wanted to work with something scratch or fresh. So these are fresh, never before used, although you can see the wiring is quite thin. The wiring for the K70 is actually a very much thicker gauge, a more preferred gauge, but I didn't have a whole lot of wire to work with because my K70 was a mess. The front end is literally just drowned, saturated with different glues and JB Wells from all the times that I had to glue it back together. Thus, I only had about a ½ inch of wire per each motor. So anyway, the past 2 days was spent breaking the board out of the main body of the K70 and then splicing some little motor connector female plugs. So I'm done for today. This is quite bigger, so I had to cut down some of these screw terminals that normally are used to attach the bottom half of the tarantula body to the top half, but I think I left 1 or 2, and hopefully that'll be enough to kind of secure it. And then you have the ones on the end, but I needed to cut those off to kind of make room so this can kind of be squeezed in there, and I'm going to try to secure it to the body with the hot glue. We'll see if it works, man. I mean, I did the same thing with the JJRC H26. I took that board out and put it in a tarantula body and had that for a few days until I lost it because of my superior piloting skills. And every now and then I play with the boards. I took a tarantula board out and put it in the body of a JJRC H8C for a while and played with that until that got caught in the tree. And once I got it out the tree, I took that board out and put it in a kind of a V66 frame. Anyway, this is supposed to be like a 60-second preview video, and I turned it into a 2 or 3 minute blab fest. Forgive me for that, and thanks for watching if you are indeed watching. I love the XK X251, by the way. What a great, silent, smooth, zippy little quad. Okay, those who have one, I'm sure you'll agree. Wow is a word. And try not to use any profanity when you're flying that. All I can say is good luck. Which luck is what I'm gonna need for this. As far as the camera part, I just unplugged it because I'm not really concerned with the K70 camera. But the on and off switch I did keep. I'm probably gonna put that in the roof of the tarantula right here. A little hot glue. And we'll see how this goes, man. The K70 tarantula. Marky D. Any shit on YouTube. Out.